Hi, Martha. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me right now?
Yes, we can hear you well. And can you hear me?
Yeah, I just want to avoid any confusion in the beginning, so we won't have any problem. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I am Becker from Peak Logic, and with me is Martha, as you can see. So I'll be walking you through some live demos today.
Yeah. Hi, everyone, again. Yeah. Glad to see you all of you here. Yeah. And today I'll be sharing the PM's perspective to say the stories from the trenches, right? Because I manage Salesforce admins and developers who deal with these problems every single day.
That's correct, and I help you, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, and today, we will focus on how Claude AI function calls can bring Salesforce and Jira together. We get two use cases right now we will see on the presentation. One of them is support escalations. Second is the implementation requests. Let me share my screen here. Yeah, so through our AI orchestrator, we are able to connect any kind of AI with Salesforce and through that with Jira or any other platforms that you may require. As you can see here are the Cloud AI function calls, which are creating case, updating a case record, suggesting a solution, and create release notes. And each of these is an action Cloud can trigger automatically. Also, just so you know that we pinned a calendar link in the comments, right? If you don't feel like asking questions here, but you're interested in exploring this further, you can use that link anytime that to book a call with us directly.
Yeah. And I want to share with you one little story. Yeah. I had a client project manager who told me once, I had my admins who had to spend half of their time, moving Jira updates to Salesforce, and another half of the day they had to, spend for apologies for the lags. And let's say that's not sustainable, right? With this function calls, Claude removes that burden completely, I believe.
Exactly, and I think a few people here just noted, but you know you who you are, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, and by the way, I have a quick poll for you guys. Let's imagine if AI could only handle one of these functions for you, yeah? Which would you pick up? Create, update, suggest, or document? So share with us in the comments.
Exactly, you can see here. So it can create the case record or the ticket automatically. We can update bidirectionally or suggesting a solution on the appeared implementation request or the support request as well. While they're answering, Marta, I will ask you, how about you? Right, which one would help your team the most?
100%, I believe that it would be updating, because keeping Salesforce aligned with Jira is where the things fall apart usually. Yep.
Exactly. By the way, the last time I will remind you, if you have any questions as we go, feel free to type them into chat. We will make sure to answer. And if you'd like us to give you a more personalized demo later, just DM us or in the comments or send a connection request.
Yeah. So I believe that it's a high time to get down to the first use case, right, Birkin? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to start with again with a real story that we had. Yeah. We had a client who had an open issue, I believe, for 2 weeks probably, right? And their follow-ups weren't like, helping so much. And of course, the frustration was growing, which is obvious, right?
That's
Finally,
correct.
they escalated, all this by creating a Jira ticket. And when I saw the title, I was kind of terrified because it was like big letters, like critical service issues still open, I'm so sorry, imp- impacting operations, right? And which terrified me more, it was the description. It was very strong description, where the client was complaining, saying that our team has been blocked over for 2 weeks, nothing helps, everything is unresolved, the follow-ups do not work, and the lack of communication and urgency is very concerning. And we felt bad because of that, because we don't want our clients to be frustrated. So yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. And when the client is coming to you with a complaining, let's say right now, and after 2 weeks, if it is not resolved, it's a very big issue that you're going to consider solving within your team. So let's take a look at in action how it works through Claude AI. and the video network integration. I'm on the Kanban project as you see here. I will create a ticket with a title that Marta mentioned, also the description. Let me just create here the ticket. Can you see my screen by the way? Let me confirm with you one more time.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Just a second. So here I just created the ticket, which is CAN24 as you can see here. I will just copy and paste the description, which is ready. Yeah, so we get the ticket over here. Let me close this part as we get the ticket open. So on the Jira side, we get Salesforce properties. It may take, few seconds to, 1 minute to create the Salesforce case record. But let me go here to all cases to view again. So yeah, this one. As you can see, the ticket number is here. The ID is CAN24, which is created. So here you will be able to see the escalation risk, which points out that this ticket is highly urgent and can be very bad as a result. And also sentimental score here we got with close to -1, which is highly negative, as well as the AI notes, which is giving you some kind of scope of the project that what has to be done. Yeah. So this means the support agent doesn't need to hunt through Jira, which is very important, and the urgency and the context are right there in Salesforce. And remember, any updates, comments, attachments are bidirectionally can be synchronized within Salesforce and Jira without hopping between the platforms.
Yeah. What I can say that it's kind of lifesaver for project managers, and not only because normally, usually I have, to chase people with bunch of questions like, did Jira get
Yeah,
update? Did Salesforce get
that's correct.
notified? Yes, and with this, I believe that I will not have to babysit two systems, and my colleagues will agree with me. Yeah, both stay aligned. My team can focus on, solving like actual problems instead of, trying to get it into pieces. They open the system and they see the real problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in my terms, so basically it's cutting out the babysitting, right?
Yeah, exactly. I can finally stop playing, this detective and, start, managing projects. And I'm so happy because of that. Yeah. And in meantime, for you, for all of you guys, where do you escalate, usually break down? Is it like visibility, timing, or too many books, too many tools? I'm sorry.
It's completely right. So while you're, putting your questions or comments, I want to say that most of us have seen it because the escalations sleep until they explode, and that's what I mentioned in the beginning. That once you don't see the client request or don't take it too much serious, it can bring very bad results. And I've seen the clients escalate 3 times before the right person in Salesforce even knew it.
Yeah, I agree with you. And what I can say that whenever it happens, clients do not like just lose the patience, but also they lose the trust, which is very bad for the companies. And I believe that, this automation makes sure we don't miss any critical, signals from the client. Yeah. Great.
Exactly.
So I believe that we can move on to the second use case, the
Hmm.
implementation requests. And what I want to say here, that, it's another big challenge for us because every client usually says, this is just a small change. And whenever I hear this small change, I already know that it's never small because it's never small.
Exactly.
And I one, one sprint where, like, three small changes, ended up that we had to push the whole team work for 2 weeks nonstop. And for me as a project manager, it's very difficult to plan something, and I cannot, like, just promise anything to the client. The team get frustrated, admins, are overloaded, and it's like turns into total mess. And I even, communicated with one of my colleague project manager, and she joked to me, that the sprint planning feels like hostage negotiation. Everyone thinks that their request is so urgent, and I believe that it's exactly that what we are trying to fix here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. So let me show you again how that would work, right? I'll create a Jira ticket again, but on the Scrum project that we got over here. Can you see my screen? Confirm one more time, please.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, beautiful. Let me create the ticket with a request which is enhanced case written for high value accounts. Also, I gotta put here the description again for the flow to work. Yeah, so I just put it over here. There we see we got the description and the title for the request. Let me go to that ticket very fast and close the board. Yeah, so again, I will open Salesforce properties here. On the first one, you will see the case object with the record within few minutes. And here I will open the case. Again, the old cases, let's go there. Yeah, so 1064 that we got over here. As you see, the ID of this ticket is SP22. That's how we confirm that exactly this ticket, created the flow for the new Salesforce case for the support teams. What you see here that comes from there, I gotta refresh the page because AI a little bit takes time here, which is gonna calculate the AI suggested estimate with the complexity. Also here, there will be AI notes that will, again, gonna give you the scope of the project, what can be done, and giving you some suggestions. But one more time, let's go here. It takes time. Again, on this part, let me just a second refresh the page. While it is gathering the thing and completing the flow, let me show you the comments here, so we will not waste your time by waiting for it. As I mentioned in the beginning, whatever you're gonna update between Salesforce and Jira, also the comments and attachments will sync bi-directionally. Here I'm gonna test it from Salesforce. Let's do it. The attachment that I'm gonna add here. Let's upload this file. Okay, we get the comment and we get the attachment, and here we don't have assigning. I'm telling it because I'm gonna change it in Jira. As you see, we get the attachment that synced just right now from Salesforce, as well as the comment. Also, let's do here testing from Jira from my own personal account, Berkecology. You will see there as well. So there will be no confusion who made the comment in Salesforce or Jira. I edit the second attachment and I'm gonna change assign it to myself, so it will be Berkecology. Uh, Let me refresh the page again. Beautiful. As you see, we got the comment here, testing from Jira, the attachment, the second attachment, and also when we check, the assignee is Berkecology, as you see here. So any updates, the comments and attachments are bidirectionally synchronizing between Salesforce and Jira. And when I come here, the other one is not showing, so I don't want to waste your time. Let's go from another one that I can show it to you. Just a second. Here, enhanced. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Kat. Just we're on the live demo. This kind of things can happen. Thanks, Kat. We have it right now. SP22, as you see here, the same ticket. So it is giving you the AI suggested estimate here. It can take 3 to 4 weeks. This is helping your team as well as the complexity with the AI notes. What can be done, and it gives again scope of the project. I sorry that it took a little bit time, but you have it finally.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. It's fine. Come on. Yeah, and what I want to say, what I want to add, it's like I believe that it's huge for project managers, especially. Normally, I have to justify why a tiny request can take 3 days, and here I can finally, explain like the reason, give reasons, like show like what kind of complexity the clients can see and can understand, and also development team can understand, like what exactly they have to do, and we don't need to argue, do not play the favorites, and I like it the most about this. So we like we make it like priority, and like we make it like transparent, which is great.
I agree with you 100%. And I get a question for you then. So, what is the hardest part of handling this request when everything feels urgent for you?
Oh, like I believe that it's like fairness. It's so difficult just to, to be professional, but at the same time to try to be fair with the clients sometimes. I mean, without data, it feels like I'm guessing, and especially that I'm playing a favorite one. I mean, I don't like this situation because all our clients are important for us. We care about them. But with this tool, with this AI data, I believe we can, clearly explain the decisions with the facts and without like using any instinct and playing a guess, right?
That's correct. And fewer simple requests. I mean, the small ones that mentioned, they are the ones who are secretly eating up the sprints.
I mean, yeah. I mean, sometimes, like I call those things like surprise marathons, but at least now I know that, I started, I started the marathon before, like, before time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I also have kind of little question here. How do you prioritize the support request today? So do you use your gut feelings, the client pressure or actual scoring? Yeah, like you can share with us your comments, you can share your thoughts here, and we would be happy, to hear like your opinion.
Alrighty. While everybody answering again, or putting their questions in the comments, I would like to ask you, and also not asking, but also telling you that most orgs that we've seen rely on the who's loudest, right? That can work on the short term. Yeah, it's sometimes working, yes. But it is very risky because you end up working on noise instead of value, and that can cause you losing the client.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I believe that with this AI giving us estimate and complexity, yeah, project managers finally have something objective to show leadership and clients. It make our work more transparent, more trustworthy, and I believe that everyone would like it. Yeah.
Exactly. And again, I want to mention it again. If something we are shoving sparks a question, drop it in the chat. And if you would like us to connect with you for a more personalized demo for exactly your specific use cases, you can just DM us. Either in the comments, or you can leave a comment or send a connection request. We would like to dive into your setup and discuss it more personalized. Let's say.
Yeah, and just one quick note here on the screen right now, you will see the QR codes. If you scan it, you will get straight away the link for Calendly page where you can book a call with us. Yes, or like also you will have like the link for our website where you can check all the details. So don't hesitate to do this. We are open for the questions, and if in case you like haven't had the chance to ask us a question here, we're all the time waiting for your questions like on personal meetings.
Yep. So I want to do the wrap up part by summarizing, what we've seen so far today. So the support teams are getting sentiment and escalation signals, and the projects get estimates and complexity ratings. These are very important, to filter them and try to put into list which can be done first or the last one. And teams get time back, they get their time back, and clients get the trust, which is very important.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And I remember one story again. I had a lot of communication with different people. Yeah. And I remember like one CEO told me one thing the biggest wins wasn't speed, it was a trust. And our clients finally saw we had a control over priorities. And honestly, that's the ultimate outcome. And I agree with that.
Exactly, because without trust, there is no client. I mean, without trust, there is no relationship, right?
Yeah.
Well, for me, from the AI perspective, I mentioned that, and I want to mention again that any AI we can connect. So today, for example, we showed you how the Claude AI function calls can help you, but it doesn't have to be Claude AI. It can be ChatGPT, Gemini, or any other AI we can connect with Salesforce. And for me, if I had to pick one thing AI should take over, it's the synchronization because keeping everything updated across the tools without anyone touching it is just how Italians say, "Mamma mia," right?
Yes. Okay, as for me, I believe that it would be reporting. I just want to ask, artificial intelligence, which requests are blocking our screen, and get straight away answer, without any extra details. And like you see, like this is the difference. You are in sales, and the only thing that you want to get, it's like a smooth update to keep your client happy. And me being in project management, yes, I want to see the reports that would stop surprising me every single day. And I believe that we balance, each other in this way.
Exactly, because you're a project manager, I am in sales department, so it is two completely different departments, but we have to balance each other to keep the things uh, smooth, let's say. Yeah. So the sales part wants speed, and the project managers wants control. Together, that's how we build the trust. So for the end part, I want to thank everybody here for joining us. Remember, if you want to explore this further, DM us or send a connection request, and we will be happy to set up a personalized walkthrough.
Yeah. And from my side, what I want to say, just remember, let AI handle the admin so your teams can handle the real work. And thank you very much for joining today us. Yeah.
Have a beautiful day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.